Hello, literature lovers. Today I am discussing Imagism. It was a literary movement in early 20th century Anglo-American poetry that favored precision of imagery and clear, sharp language. It has been described as the most influential movement in English poetry since the pre-Raphaelites. As a poetic style, it gave modernism its start in the early 20th century and is considered to be the first organized modernist literary movement in the English language. These were the Imagist poets. Imagism is sometimes viewed as a succession of creative movement rather than a continuous or sustained period of development. René Tupin remarked that it is more accurate to consider Imagism not as a doctrine or even as a poetic school, but as the association of few poets who were, for a certain time, in agreement or a small number of important principles. The images rejected the sentiment and discursiveness typical of much romantic and Victorian poetry, in contrast to their contemporaries, the Georgian poets, who were generally content to work within that tradition. Images called for a return to what was seen as more classical values such as directness of presentation and economy of language, and a willingness to experiment with non-traditional verse forms. Images used free verse. It's a characteristic feature of Imagism in its attempt to isolate a single image to reveal its essence. This feature mirrors contemporary developments in avant-garde, especially Cubism. Although Imagism isolate objects through the use of what Ezra Pound called luminous details, Pound's ideogrammic method of juxtaposition concrete instances to express an abstraction is similar to Cubism's manner of synthesizing multiple perspectives into a single image. Images publications appearing between 1914 and 1917 featured works by many of the most prominent modernist figures in poetry and other figure fields, including Ezra Pound, Hilda Doolittle, Ford Madox Ford, William Carlos Williams, F.S. Flint, and T.E. Hume. That's all for today. I hope you must have got an overall idea. Thanks for listening.